Hello and welcome back to another Minecraft Let's Play video by me, FoxyNoTail, here on the truly Bedrock survival server. It is Season 2 still. Believe it or not, it hasn't changed, mate, since the last episode. And I am no longer over at Slack's base area, which is the mushroom biome. I am back home. And there's a few things I want to do today, including working on our one chunk build. I am only halfway through, well, not even halfway through this. I'm just over a quarter of the way through this. I originally wanted to have 4 different biome chambers. You can see we've done the bottom one, which I haven't actually talked about properly on video yet. And I'm just about starting working on the next one up, which is going to be a cave biome, which is going in there. So I've got some work to do on that. But before we do any of that, I really need to consider how I'm going to get more rockets. Now, I know me and Slack are building a gunpowder farm, and I've got a little bit with me here. One of the things we're really lacking is sugarcane. Now, I want to build a sugarcane farm. I don't want to make a massive one because I don't have a base area just yet, or at least I do, but I'm not going to it yet. So I need to think about an easy way to get lots of sugarcane quickly. So if I pop down to our underground base area, hopefully without dying, you will see that we do have a little sugarcane farm in here. And it's very simple. It just needs bone meal, which is great. But also, it's not great because I don't have any bones. So how am I going to get a lot of bones? Well, while I might not have a ridiculous number of bones, I do have a ridiculous number of diamonds. As you can see, I've got over a stack of diamond ore, and I've got 17 blocks of diamonds there and a bunch of diamonds there. Because, do you know, it's actually been a whole week since we've been on the server now. Now, I know this video is coming out a long time after that, but we started recording Season 2 last Friday. It's the following Friday, and my episode 0 is going out tomorrow. So I've been basically working off camera for pretty much an entire week, just doing mining and stuff like that, helping Slack mining. So yeah, we got a ridiculous number of diamonds, and I know somebody that's already opened a bone shop. So let's go shopping. So for the sake of your bearings and mine, our starter island is just back there. You can just about see the edge of it there. And this is the shopping area. And we have the all store, which I believe belongs to Zloy. And we have, it looks like we've got some sort of fish. Is this Prowls? No way. That's really, if this is Prowls, that's fantastic. I didn't take him for such a good builder. That's amazing. I know it was him that's putting together the bone shop. And there we go, Bon Appetit. Although, Bon App the Teeth. Right, okay. So what we got? Bone blocks, 2 diamonds per stack, which is actually a very good price. So I'm going to be spending a lot of money in here. Let's get out my diamond box, and I need a spare shulker box as well. And I'm hopefully going to buy a whole shulker box worth. In fact, I'm hopefully going to buy more. So let's take all of those out. So that's 1 shulker box worth, and I just need to put the right number of diamonds in there. And I already need to break into my diamond blocks, which isn't a problem at all. There we go, and I want the rest as well. But I don't want to be greedy, you know, so I'm going to leave those last 2 stacks there, just in case anybody else needs any bone blocks as well. Yes, I feel like we now have a reasonable amount of bone blocks in order to make a reasonable amount of sugarcane. And while we're in the area, let's just check out what else is on this little island. And it doesn't look like there's a great deal yet other than Zloy's all store. So let's pop in here and see what he's got for sale. I believe he's even selling diamonds at this point, which is typical Zloy, really. Welcome to the all store. Buy stuff or get paid. Prices below. Swap materials for diamonds and back in the same slot. Oh, okay, interesting. So we've got gravel for sale already. 144 for 1 diamond. Or 1 diamond. Oh, I see. That's how you get your diamonds back. So 1 diamond for 2 stacks. I am going to need gravel as well. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. Well, that's the gravel all bought out. Oh, he's got another chest full of it. Hang on. Why does no one ever have a crafting table? I need a crafting table. Is he selling wood? Well, sadly, the wood price isn't as good as the gravel price. It's quite expensive for wood, but I am going to need a little bit of wood just in order to actually make a crafting table, believe it or not. So that's cost me a diamond. So yeah, let's make a bunch of chests. Let's make a crafting table, and I can actually make some more shulker boxes then as well, which will be a lot better. And there we go. That's another full shulker box worth of gravel bought. And if you're wondering why I want gravel, I'm going to be doing a lot of concrete building this season. I'm not saying any more about it, okay? Stop asking me about my plans. I've no idea if you're asking me about my plans. My videos haven't gone out yet. Now, sand I can get easily, so I'm not going to waste money on sand. But there's iron over here as well. But again, it's very expensive. 1 diamond for 16, although there's 18 there for some reason. The middle row's all full of 18. Doesn't make sense. Oh, I guess that's how you get paid back? I don't know. Right, I'm not... The whole buying the diamonds back thing I find very confusing in this shop, but that's probably because I've not really read the instructions too much. Hopefully Sloy will be able to explain it to me at some point in the future, but for now I'm going to take what was 17 blocks of diamond is now 3 back home again and get this sugarcane made. And without too much jiggery-pokery, we now have a fully automatic system, I think. So we've got an input chest here with bone meal that you can see is counting down. That is going behind that wall there, through that hopper line and filling up that dispenser. So we can actually fit a whole lot of bone meal inside this machine. We have our usual observer with the redstone block system at the front there and an on-off switch here. And there is a minecart hopper underneath and another hopper line going to a dropper elevator down here. So this dropper elevator basically goes back up into that chest. So if we put items inside there, you'll see that'll count down and it's pretty much silent as well. And they will go up inside of that chest, which is here. So there we go. We got the 5 stone that I just put in there. So hopefully, if I put the sugarcane in place on that grass there, and I put that back and I turn this thing on, it's not going to break because I didn't put a piston in it. Nope, hang on a minute. And with a little bit of jiggery-pokery and not too much hard work, we now have a fully automated system. We've got a bone meal chest here that we can fill absolutely full of bone meal, and we have an output chest here which you can see is filling up with sugarcane. We have a hopper line going behind that wall, going round the back here into our dispenser, and we have this system here which is just a sticky piston with a redstone block and two repeaters. This repeater is firing into that block which is powering the dispenser, and on the alternate tick that repeater is firing into the piston, which means that the piston will break after the sugarcane has grown, and this will be a lossless system in terms of the bone meal. It's not going to overuse the bone meal. Underneath here we have a hopper minecart that is underneath our dirt block, and we have a secondary hopper line just in case things spit out over the top of that, and that comes all the way round to this dropper elevator here, which is almost but not quite silent, and then when the items go in there they get travel up to the top and they fill up our chest. And I've just broke the wrong thing, but it's absolutely fine, don't worry about it, mate. So if I turn this thing on, you will be able to see that this thing is pretty fast. That piston is going out in and out as fast as it can. The bone meal is growing on the alternate tick, which is absolutely great. And it is too deep. The reason for that, if we have the glass on that block there, the piston will actually push some of the sugarcane through the glass and it will come out through the outside. So by having it too deep like that, we have a completely lossless system, and we can pretty much just burn through all of that bone meal until our reserves are absolutely full. So yeah, well, I've been running it for just long enough to get almost a shulker box full, and it's now starting to back up, which means that our system is great in terms of speed, but it's not great in terms of being able to run it long term. It's not ideal as a fully AFK-able system, this. Which is not ideal, really. Let's look further into the detail here. Let's find out exactly what's going on. So there's our hopper minecart behind that block. Let's break that block there. That's got nothing in it. So everything is literally going through into there. Now that hopper, oh, they are traveling through one at a time. What about down here? See, they're going through okay. But for some reason, the hopper minecart... Oh, it is. It's... yes. The hopper minecart's sending it through. But it's not getting through this little system here. So if I take that out there like that and pop that single chest in there, that single chest is going to be able to fill up, which is going to be able to store a lot of sugarcane, which will eventually come through and go up the system. But it's not... Yeah, it's not an ideal long-term solution. Well, I've thought about a few different things I could do. We could have water elevators taking the items up and then bringing them down to the chest and all that sort of stuff. But I think for now, I'm just going to leave it as it is. I'm going to use this chest here and see if that helps. Well, I got some good news and some bad news. The good news is that we're, nearly 4 shulker boxes into this thing, which is crazy, and we've still got a full box full of bone blocks left, and that chest and all of the hoppers are still full of bone meal. So bone meal's doing good. The downside is this is still backing up. So what I've done now is I've put another hopper minecart there. Now the game doesn't like that because they're technically banging into each other, although in 1.16 that won't be an issue anymore. So yeah, I'm hoping that is going to fix the issue a little bit at least. So let's turn it back on and see. We should see both of those picking up the stuff a bit better now. But yeah, things are still backing up, and if this backs up, it's just going to just not pick up, I guess. So, well, I've caved, and after a little bit more jiggery pokery, now have a completely separate hopper line coming down for the other row, which means we're getting twice as much stuff in here. Hopefully this will keep up. I have had to rearrange the redstone a little bit, but that's still working for the elevator, which is good. So hopefully if I pop my head up here now and turn the machine back on, it shouldn't back up too much. Fingers crossed. Let's try again. Jeez. Well, now you should be able to see we're actually getting twice as much stuff coming into our output chest as we did before. It's going up in 2s instead of 1s, and that is because I decided to double up both of the dropper elevators just to make sure that things are going to work absolutely fine. And I've gone massively overboard with the redstone down here. It's completely unnecessary, but I've basically doubled up that. So if there's anything in that line, it will still fire, and if there's anything in that line, it will still fire. Now, technically, if this one runs out, it's going to start making a horrible clicky mess, but that's absolutely fine. It really doesn't matter. It will mean that both sides get fully emptied even when the system is running out of stuff. So now I think, fingers crossed, we should be able to get away without having a massive backlog. Having said that, I've just looked at that and seen that that's massively backed up. So let's unclog it, because I haven't unclogged it in a while, and let's see how we get on. I'm fiddling with it again. I've got a plan. Okay, so the minecart that sits on this side, which is the one that's furthest away from the piston, is getting the most stuff. That's where most of the stuff is landing, so it's picking the most up, and it's still getting blocked up because it's having to deal with most. So what I'm thinking is if we can get this minecart in the middle, it will be able to pick up from both sides, and because it's a hopper minecart, it'll be able to pick up fast. And if we can get it sat over both of those, it can then output through the same line. So the way we're going to do that is we're actually going to get rid of that block there. Oh, I need to put it back again. Hang on it. Let's push that there. Get rid of that block. I'm going to get a shulker box. I'm going to put that shulker box there like that and open it. And there you go, look, that minecart is now perfectly in the middle of those two hoppers, which means that both of those hoppers can now take from that hopper minecart, and it can take from there a lot faster. You can see that's going down. It's not filling up, it is going down slowly but surely, and everything is filling through into both lines. There is still a little pile there, though. It's not quite getting picked up from the edges. Well, I thought I'd try something different. This is certainly different, but it does seem to be holding the stuff in. It's not pinging through the trapdoors like it does the glass, sorry. But it does mean that I need to push that minecart hopper back underneath just the one block so it gets all of it, but that's going to cause it to clog up again because the sugarcane's coming too fast for it to empty out of one hopper line. Well, this has become ridiculously convoluted and overcomplicated, but it just might work, you never know. So let's give this a try. Same setup as before up the top, so we got the sugarcane being spat out as fast as it can against those trapdoors. And now we've got a couple of hopper minecarts whizzing around on a loop, which are now able to distribute over 8 different hoppers. So the hoppers should be able to take that for a lot faster than it was before, which means we should see both of those filling up a lot quicker, and nothing should be backing up at all. This seems to be so much better. These are not backing up at all. The backlog down there is completely cleared out now. There seems to be nothing backing up anywhere, which is absolutely fantastic. We're not getting a pile of stuff on the floor there, which is great. Oh, this is loads better. And yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And yeah, that looks to me like just about 8 shulker boxes we now have of sugarcane. Almost 8, yeah. Wow, this is ridiculous. This should keep us going in paper for quite a long time. Well, the clicking has stopped. The bone meal ran out. It did not back up this time, which is really good news. And we got almost exactly 12 shulker boxes worth of sugarcane from that. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And they are all full to the brim apart from the very last one of sugarcane, which is fantastic. Now, I've still got a whole shulker box with the bone blocks there, and I've refilled the system with the bottom rows with the bone meal. Well, I say I've refilled the system. It didn't quite all fit in the double chest. So I've been slowly charging up the system, ready for the next lot. And you might have just seen in my inventory there, I have a few pieces of bamboo. And that is because for the next set, I actually want to make some bamboo instead of shulker boxes. No, instead of sugarcane, so that, A, we've got some fuel for our furnaces, and also so that we can make scaffolding, which means we're also going to need some string at some point. And hopefully, providing I've got my ideas right, it should be as simple as breaking that sugarcane there, popping a piece of bamboo down instead, and just pressing go. That should do exactly the same thing. Now, technically speaking, I think we're only going to get 1 for 1. Whereas with sugarcane, we got 2. So we'll probably only get like 6 shulker boxes of bamboo from this. But we'll find out. Mr. Lizard.
Yes.
Now that you're back from your holiday in that tropical island that you had with your feet up while I was busy hard working over here.
Wow. 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 Just wow. Can you believe this, people? Wow. Go ahead.
No, I told everyone in my video that you weren't very well, so it's absolutely fine. Anyway, yeah, I just thought I'd let you know where I got up to in my last episode. Yeah. I started working on that, but I didn't want to go too far because I didn't want to do it without you.
I see that.
I'm considerate, you see, not like some people. And then I thought, that's only half of the ingredients for rockets, Slack.
Yeah,
it's only half. So what I got for you, my friend, is a few shulker boxes of sugarcane.
That's a lot of sugarcane there, Foxy.
Yeah.
I take it you. I think I know where your diamonds went now. They went on bones, did they not?
They did, yes. And I've spent the day fighting with redstone in order to get the delivery system fast enough to make it fully automatic. And now we have a fully automatic sugarcane farm.
Well, Foxy.
Yeah.
I just logged on here just a few minutes ago, after my holiday, my paid vacation, and standing right in my face.
Yeah.
After my holiday and everything like that.
Yeah.
And apparently, it's nighttime right now.
Right.
There's nothing going on here.
No, I'm not even going to get into it, Slack. I'm not even going to talk about the fact that literally nothing is spawning on the entire server. Not in the nether, not in the overworld, not in the dark, not in the light. There's nothing. No one's farms are working. It's ridiculous.
Oh, it sounds really amazing. And there's seven gunpowder there.
There you go. Half a stack of rockets.
We were talking, should we do a little mob checking around spawn? Maybe even around here too, just to be sure.
Yeah, right. Potentially.
Right. Okay, everybody. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to load the Cheaty X-ray pack, and we're going to take a look around to see if we can figure out why the server is spawning 0 mobs whatsoever.
Right. I'm in and I'm inside out, but it's okay. Yeah. I tell you what I see, Slack. 1 billion chests.
What's up?
No, go on. Carry on. Start again.
I see nothing. I see nothing over here, Foxy.
You've got a couple of drowns down there. That is it. 2 drowns. Well, we have done some serious testing that involved us taking a world download, checking things out, restarting the server, kicking all the players out, and we've poked around and prodded and done all sorts of things. And we have determined that the Minecraft Bedrock dedicated server is totally broken. There are currently, well, there aren't now because we killed them all, but there were over 60 drowns loaded, There were over 50 zombies. There were over 30 spiders and skeletons and all the other things. Basically, way more mobs loaded than should have been. And that wasn't because the players were all spread around anywhere. That was because the server was loading them even when the players had logged out. We kicked everybody out. There was only me and Slack here at spawn, and it was still loading all of those mobs everywhere. So all the mobs in the world that had been loaded were still loaded. So we took a download, restarted the server. The download showed that the mobs were suddenly no longer loaded. So basically single player world was working as expected. Restarted the server and the server was still showing them all. So for whatever reason, the Bedrock dedicated server will load entities and mobs even when there's nobody loading those chunks, which is not good at all, which will be seriously hampering your server health and your server performance, and of course stopping anything from spawning. How are we going to fix this and get around it? Well, we did kill commands. We did kill zombies, kill drowns, kill creepers, kill skeletons and spiders. We can't do kill everything because we've got mob heads and arbor stands and all that sort of stuff. So we don't want to kill everything, but we do need to get rid of the main problem. So we're probably going to have to run that every few days and see how we get on. Hopefully, when 1.16 finally drops, that will cure the problem, but we'll see.
So how about we get back over there and continue to build our farm that's only going to work when there's a server restart and kill commands executed?
Yes, let's do this. Go. Woo. Oh, should we go through the nether again? It was loads quicker.
I was about to say, you're going to fly through the overworld again.
Well, I'm coming back. Hang on. I hopefully won't go splat this time. Whoa. Hey, it's Jesse B. B. Slack. Look.
Yes.
Look. Loads of
mobs.
them. Absolutely tons of mobs. We've had nothing all this time we've been building. We've done, what, an hour or two since we did the kill command?
Yep. Look, there's gunpowder on the floor down there.
Absolutely tons. There's loads of creepers near the top. There's loads of mobs everywhere. The only thing that's happened is Killer Drone logged out. Jesse B and Killer Drone have logged out. Well, Mr. Lizard, we have 100% finally finished all of the buttons and things. We've done the whole lot.
Look at all the drops. Look at all the drops coming from this thing.
It's insane, isn't it? To be fair, let's not pick at things here. We did have a good run while Killer Drone wasn't online. Now he's back again, and it's stopped dead. But while he wasn't online, we did get quite a few things spawning and dropping in there.
Yeah.
Now I'm picking on Killer here. It's not necessarily Killer's fault. It could just be the fact that there's more people online, or it could be anything. But it was very interesting that as soon as he logged out, it sped up, and he's logged back in, and again it stopped. But at least we know it works. Well, Slack, I keep seeing creepers falling down every now and then. I mean, it's not a constant stream, but it's relatively regular.
Yeah, it's not bad considering the number of people we've got online at the moment.
Yeah. Oh, a couple of zombies there, though. We did just get a couple of zombies. I was just about to say how good it is that we're only getting creepers as well. That was literally what I was going to say next. And two zombies fall down.
We may have missed something up there then.
Yeah. Yeah. So what we're doing now is we are digging out the floor so that we can drop it one block lower down so we can underlight slabs. So because rails will spawn mobs on top of them, we need to actually put the rails onto slabs and light underneath them to stop things spawning on these slabs. Otherwise, they're just never going to disappear. So yeah, that's what we're up to right now. Well, as you can see, things are dropping from the sky and our little minecart rail is going along and picking them up, which is absolutely fantastic. We're only going to have the one minecart on here, and I've already put the hopper minecart unloader system in place, which is very, very simple. It's one I've built a few times now, and if you're interested in how it works, I'm not going to bother telling you. So yeah, sorry about that.
Wow, that's really... Wow.
Ouch. No, it's very simple. It's literally, there's a powered rail there, which has a comparator coming out from the hopper underneath. When the hopper minecart has things in it, they'll drop through that. That'll fire through that redstone torch, which will lock the powered rail there, which will stop it. And when there's a safety mechanism, we've got a detector rail, which actually turns it off first, just so it slams on the brakes before it has chance to take the items out, which just is like, it's a bit of a lag prevention or detection system that just helps it out that way. And there you go. As you can see, it stopped, it dropped off its stuff, and now it's off on its way again. Very nice. Right. Okay. Slack and I have just got home. Start again. Slack and I have just got home. The bamboo farm is... Bamboo farm. Jeez. The bamboo farm is finished. All of the bone meal's gone. I've emptied it all out into the shulker boxes, and we now have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 full ones, 8 full ones, and nearly 9 shulker boxes of bamboo. And these are for a little bit of scaffolding, but mainly I want to use as fuel for these furnaces, which I want to turn into those funky XP cheaty ones like Slack's got and like we've got over here. But I want them to work with a good source of material so we get a lot of XP from them, Slack.
Yeah. So, food preferably.
Preferably food. So we need to know what the material with the highest rating of XP is when it's smelting. You're saying food, right?
That's what I'm guessing, but well, let's see if we can find a data thing on that.
Yeah. I mean, it could be kelp. Doubt it, but it could be. So coming over to the minecraft.gamepedia.com/smelting guide, it actually shows you what levels of XP you get from all of the different things that you can cook in a furnace. Now, this is probably technically written for Java Edition, but there's no reason it wouldn't be the same on Bedrock. And as you can see from food, cooking food gives you 0.35 experience, which is pretty high, whereas kelp is just 0.1 experience per kelp. Things like iron ore are 0.7. Gold ore and nether gold ore in the update is going to be 1, and so is diamond ore as well. So diamond ore, we will get 1 XP per diamond ore. The other thing that's pretty good is smelting clay into terracotta is equivalent to food, but you'd need a lot of that. And otherwise, there's not really anything equivalent.
I kind of see one that could be kind of cool.
Go on.
Make a chicken cooker, but don't cook the chicken, drown them.
Oh, we could get a lot of chicken that way. That would be quite laggy, though.
Yeah, well, here's the thing, Foxy. We could set up a small one in each location. Like, I'm not... like, I got the AFK fishing account. We could put one over... It doesn't have to have 50,000 chickens in it. So it could be generating chicken all the time that he's over there. Put one over here that would be loaded when people are in spawn. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
So we're going to need to wrangle us some chickens then. Have we got any eggs? 3.
I don't think we have any eggs, but I'm pretty sure. Well, maybe send Groova a DM. I'm pretty sure he's got an egg farm over there.
Okay.
Maybe he'd part with some eggs for a price.
Chicken farm. Well, that sounds like an exciting plan for the next video, potentially. I don't know. I have no idea where I'm at this one. So, yeah, on that note, I'd like to say thank you all very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please do leave a like. If you haven't already, please do subscribe. And hopefully I'll see you all in the next one. Bye! Bye-bye!